Hello humans and otherwise, I'm Addie, and welcome back to Mega May, where I play all 8 of the main series Mega Man X games during the month of May. Last time we got through 7 of the 8 Mavericks in Mega Man X, along with getting every item in every stage, other than this one because we haven't been to Sting Chameleon yet, so let's do this now. It is quite the tongue. The ability is called Iron Tongue, but would it really be made of iron? This is like super advanced machines and such, so would everything really be iron at this point? Would they even really use regular iron? And here, you really had to have beaten Launch Octopus's stage before you get to this one, because it floods it. And it is possible to get this heart tank without flooding the level. I've done it multiple times. It's very difficult, but it's very possible. Break block. Because when it's flooded, you can just jump over here. When it's not, you can jump over here, but then you'll just fall right into the pit. So you gotta make sure you have the boomerang cutter in order to get it. Then there's, of course, this. The Auto wannabe. This kind of resembles Auto from Mega Man X. No, from the older Mega Man games, classic. I never know what weapon I'm really supposed to use against this guy. I just always use this because it just hits him continuously. When I actually hit him in the head, because his arms block the attacks for some reason. Come on, put yourself over, or whatever. Don't do that. I accidentally switched, didn't mean to do that. It's like the only mini-boss in the game, too. And one that doesn't have a health bar. So all the rest of them do. It makes sense to have a bot like Auto here, because Dr. Light created Auto. And this is guarding a Dr. Light capsule. This capsule contains a new type of body armor. It will reduce the damage to your systems by 50%. If you can make one that reduced damage to his systems by exactly 50%, why couldn't you make one that did reduce damage to his systems by exactly 100%? Let's make him invincible. Scroll screen. And now the rocks won't fall from the ceiling like they normally would, because it's that bot that actually makes them fall. Oh yeah, because I loaded my save file. All my sub tanks are empty. But that really doesn't matter. I'm gonna fill them up before going on to the Sigma stage anyway. Except I'm gonna cut that out because I want to try to finish the game in this episode. Besides, it's just me running around killing bats anyway with the shield. So there's really nothing to look at. Alright, now, got all the items in the game, too. Every sub-tank, every heart tank, every piece of armor from Dr. Light. It's missing, well, technically every piece of armor from Dr. Light, unless you want to count the Hadouken, of course. You gotta go out of your way for that capsule. Dash to the swamp. Don't care. Okay, this is like one of the easiest bosses, which you have his weakness. He's kind of tough without his weakness, though, actually. It's like, hit him. This is the entire fight right here. You lose. And that's all the Mavericks. Finally, you found Sigma's fortress! Let's go in and put an end to his war against the machines. Well, humans. Well, non-Maverick machines. And then we have Sigma! Yeah, I want to select Sigma directly and go straight to him through the stages. Of course, I can't do that. But now, I'm going to fill up my sub-tanks and get the Hadouken, and they happen to be in the exact same location. So, I will meet you at the Hadouken capsule. So it's weird how they make you get this thing. Come over here, grab the energy, die, grab the energy, die, grab the energy, die. It's like, how do people figure this stuff out in the first place? I'll give you a special present. Now, into the capsule, please! He's even dressed like Ryu. Can't remember if they still have the voiceover in this version of the game or not. They did! Hadouken! I have no trouble doing the move. Hadouken! And that's everything! Not that you can save the Hadouken, because you can't. Nope, I want to go to Sigma directly. There we go. Even though it doesn't change anything, unfortunately. Let's split up. I'll go in first, and then you can slip in while I keep the main defense force busy. I have so much trouble performing the Hadouken. And that one-shots everything. But you can only use it when you got full health. And it's pretty much useless for me to use it against bosses because I always end up firing a regular shot first. And because I end up firing that regular shot, they have their invincibility frames. And I can't actually hit them with the Hadouken afterwards. And this part's always annoying. Because the platforms seem to just do whatever they want. I'm trying to just climb the wall below this to the mountain part. Screw the platforms, let's climb the entire wall. Never worked very well, obviously. That was so long ago, though. Hey! Yeah, I got the Hadouken, but probably never really gonna actually use the thing. Although I have one-shot Sigma's first form with it. Stay back, X. I'll take him on. I'll try anyway. I like how when listening to that in my headphones, I can only hear that fight in my right headphone. That makes sense because it takes place on the right side. X, do what I tell you or he's history. Don't listen to him, X. Go ahead and blast him. Dream on, Zero. X knows he can't defeat me. My armored carrier is more than a match for his ancient weapons. And yeah, indeed, no matter what you do, you cannot win this fight, just like the first one. Another instance of why it is not possible to beat Mega Man X without getting hit. Shoot him all you want, as I've actually done this fight all the way as much as I possibly could. I used all 4 sub-tanks, I drained all my weapon energy. I did everything to win this fight. Of course, it can't be done, so... yeah, make you work for it. We can walk all over the place. Maybe, but I'm not through yet! And Zero blows himself up. Hey, it works. What a worthless gesture. I can't be defeated so easily. So, X, it's just you and me now. And he spontaneously heals. What the... where did that energy come from? It really doesn't matter how much energy you absorb, X. You are still far too weak. Prepare to be terminated! Our health bars are completely identical. And you have no chance. Unfortunately, this is not the last time we'll see that guy. X, I've taken too much damage. Auto repair systems can't handle it. My power is fading fast. Like, it looks like you can't even see his legs here. He blew himself in half. Your power is greater than I thought. Maybe you can destroy Sigma. And he dies. But that won't be the last we see of him either. Got a way to get past this. Once you do become invisible, then you can just pass right through everything because screw the enemies. And then you have the infamous boss, well, at the end of the stage anyway. Yeah, at the end of this stage is where you fight that stupid spider. Yeah, there's a boss rush here first, the capsule thing. You fight them throughout, kind of like Mega Man 1, it's the exact same thing. They just decided to match it up. Mega Man 1 had you fight them as you went. Mega Man X1 has make you fight them as you go, while the rest of the games have a boss rush. And since everyone can only move in 2D, how do they build all this stuff in the background? They couldn't have. They couldn't physically go there. How do you build things in the background when you can't physically go to the background because you're incapable of moving in that direction? Yeah, this boss right here. The boss that screws everyone over the first time they get here. Myself included. Took me a long time to be able to beat this boss. Not used to it spouting out spiders this much. Not now, actually, you switch weapons. To hit anyway. Basically, out of the bosses in the game, if anyone's going to give me trouble, it's going to be this one. This is basically the hardest boss in the game anyway. Almost got you. I have health though, so there is that. It just moves so fast and you can't really track it properly because it just does what it wants. This is pretty much how I've always done it. I just take the hits as I go, hit it when I can. It's always worked before. What? Oh, I'm out of it. Like, why couldn't I shoot? Do you really need to run over to the middle of the screen, wait for a jingle to play, and then pose, and then fly off? You know, teleport away? Can't you just leave? Saving is useless. You can't save at this point. More Sigma! Sigma Stage 2. Like first we were entering Sigma's fortress, now we're inside of it, obviously. Should really, do this. Standard thing to do. Hi, bats! What is this, Castlevania? So many bats? And now we can have some fun by melting the ice. This jumping right actually burns. I almost got him into the full pattern lock. You're dead. I don't like when they actually give the bosses unique animations if you hit them in their weakness. There's one in particular that stands out in Mega Man X2. They actually give you an achievement for doing. If you trigger the animation, then you actually get an achievement for it. Which, like I said in part 1, I already have, but I'm going to do it again anyway. Rock'em Sock'em Robots! Hit me, you think I care? You do 1 bar of damage. I'm not worried about that. Come on, Storm Eagle! I wonder, why are you weak to Chameleon's sting, though? I wasn't aware eagles were weak to chameleons. Do chameleons kill eagles somehow? like to see that in reality. An eagle touches a chameleon and then dies of contact damage on the spot. Just drops dead. Real life contact damage. None of it's poisoned or anything like that. It just spontaneously dies for no reason. No proper contact damage. And of course, there are plenty of things in reality that will hurt you if you touch them. But it's obvious, usually. I mean, not always. Poisonous things, not necessarily. But I mean, if it's spiky, then it's going to be pretty obvious, you know? Like to fight a giant face! And those teeth are indeed instant death spikes, annoyingly enough. And one thing you definitely have to avoid here is do not kill the nose before you kill the eyes. Because then the walls stay closed and you still have to fight the eyes with the walls closed. And that makes it a lot harder. Stage 3! This is more like secret agent music. Stealthily sneaking into Sigma's fortress. Except everyone knows you're here because, you know, you got enemies everywhere. Right over, Armadillo, come on. Spark of the electric variety! What kind of spark would it be, huh? And down you go. How did they manage to bring all the bosses back anyway? You've already beaten them. I mean, they're robots. They can just be rebuilt. That much is true, but it seems like they rebuilt them pretty darn fast. Now, I think this was... No, this is the chameleon. You can recognize what boss it is just by looking at the top. Submitted boomerang cutter won't cut his tongue off. That would be interesting. Cut his tongue off, cut his tail off. I mean, you can destroy a boss's tail in X2. Yeah, okay, here we go, Spark Mandrill. Freeze, Spark Mandrill, you're under arrest! Like in the movie The Mask, he's actually told to freeze by the police, and he literally freezes. Yep, next is Launch Octopus. If this is Sonic, you have to kill these enemies in order to get the air bubbles from them so you can breathe. Yeah, let's fill up a boomerang cutter. No! I'm gonna cut off his arms this time. I think they have at least once, right? I got your arms. Now you're helpless, basically. You can still constantly block your shots. The majority of his abilities are gone. Ah, yes. Here's the spot I mentioned where this is useful. And here comes, of course, some of the treadmill. Flame Mammoth! But also, why not? Get your trunk off too. Now you look like a pig. Now you can no longer launch oil. That's all you can't do. Although you can't trumpet to change the thing either. Yeah, you can't trumpet to change the direction of the treadmill. Okay, and this would be the giant head boss. With Boss Spider, Rangda Bangda, now here's D-Rex, if I recall their names correctly. His weaknesses? Boomerangs, for some reason. Well, obviously you're going to need to use a sub-tank here. No, I missed. Dang it, now I'm out of power. Oh well. Now, of course, you know what's left, but I'm going to go fill that sub-tank again. Well, that's all done. There's only one thing left to do. And that's Sigma himself. I have successfully Hadoukened the first two fights here in the past. I'm not even going to worry about it here. Hey, Sigma! Welcome! I see you managed to get here by yourself. Very impressive. I could destroy you, but I would not rob my pet of that pleasure. He knows how to deal with betrayers. Should you live, I will be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X. Fight Sigma's pet dog! Is it really a threat? Sigma himself, however, is another story entirely. Excellent job, X. I see why Zero counted on you. You were almost as good as Hunter as I was. But the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having defied me. And Sigma proves that he is, in fact, a Jedi. He's got a green lightsaber. He doesn't have a red one, he's not a Sith, even though he's a villain. And one hit, he did a lot of damage. He just blocks your shots. I love this boss theme, though. Very fast-paced boss theme. Even if I let him hit me a lot here, you know, I've got 4 full sub-tanks. It really doesn't matter. He's not that hard. Well, when you know what you're doing, anyway. Wolf Fighting Sigma! The final boss! See the rules on the walls. Kind of leave what I do here. Just take hits. Because, well, if you hit them fast enough, you're going to win anyway. And if you've got 4 sub-tanks, it's really not going to matter. Because why worry about health when your victory is already a foregone conclusion? It's going to happen. You know, if you never put your arms down, then you'd actually have a harder time beating you. And it makes sense why the hands hurt you when you touch the bottoms of them, because, you know, they're spiked. They're obviously weapons, so it makes sense that you would take damage. No, it's not possible! I'm a Reploid, I can't be destroyed by you! Why, X? Why have you done this to us? Without the humans, my Reploid brothers could have ushered in a new age! Too bad, Sigma. I'm gonna kill you 8 times in this month. You might kill me several times along the way, because later Sigma fights get to be pretty hard. The war has ended for now, and peace has been restored. But those who sacrifice themselves for the victory will never return. I don't even need to wait for it to come up. I already know what it says. And that's a lie. Zero's not coming back. He's back in the next game, and the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that. Exhausted, excuses the destruction he helped cause. What? There's none left. It disappeared. And wonders why he chose to fight. Was there another way? No, the game mechanics don't allow it to happen. The developers wanted Mega Man X to fight, so he had no choice. He was literally programmed to do so. Standing on the cliff, the answers seem to escape him. Well, he has an escape unit that he can use to leave levels. The answers use that to leave him. He only knows that he'll fight the Mavericks again before he finds his answer. How long will he keep on fighting? How long will his pain last? Maybe only the X-Buster on his head knows for sure. So he can just ask it. Hey X-Buster, how long will I keep on fighting? How long will my pain last? That's all he's gotta do. And he's a robot, so he might be able to actually receive a signal from it and understand it, have the X-Buster actually talk to him. And that's Mega Man X1. Quick, simple. I like how it actually has the cast list for the entire game. Every enemy, every boss, everything. In a fixed-up highway stage. That is really, really long, but, you could say here, it's a highway. It's going to be really long. And X isn't particularly moving really fast here. He's not in a car or anything that can zoom down this thing. So it makes sense that he can just run continuously down this during the entire ending credit sequence. Sigma stage. There's Boss Spider, Rangdabanga, D-Rex, Dolgotter, which is like the dog. Chill Penguin. Launch Octopus. Storm Eagle! Like, all these bosses, my favorite one has always been Armored Armadillo. Flame Mammoth! And I definitely like these names better than the crap they started pulling in the later ones. Especially when, like, what was it, 5 and 6, I think? They started, like, the Guns N' Roses references and crap. That was really terrible. Vile. Like, that's how you learn his name. It's right there. Sigma. Zero. I think Zero was in the manual. I don't think Vile was. Only you know his name is during the credits. And then he fires and blows away a car that happens to be nearby by accident. And you as Mega Man X. Well, not supposed to sit there that long. And the proper ending credits. Except they're all weird names here. Kao, Samurai, Saka, Dewey, Rip HK, Ichi, Tatsunoko. Like, these aren't people's names. Well, some of them are. Like, ow. Elf. What, understand as elves design the sound? Dr. Kuhn? Why weren't they in the game? They could be like, they got Dr. Kane, why not Dr. Kuhn? Have another doctor. Professor F? Is he related to Professor X by any chance? You see, they really didn't have a huge amount of people to make this game either. Explained presented by Capcom. Of course, anyone who's played this... I can't stop right now. I gotta leave it here for a few moments. You think it's over, but it's not over. Not yet. But you wouldn't think to just leave the game running at this point. Yeah, this is back in the day when it didn't really take a huge amount of people to actually make a game. Nowadays, you got credit sequences that are like 20 minutes long. Well, not necessarily that long, depends on how fast they go, but you got ones like May number 9, the credit sequence is several hours long. You have won a temporary victory, X, but you destroyed is only a temporary body. My spirit remains intact. And it's not until X3 when you learn that that spirit actually is. In time, I will find other bodies strong enough to do my bidding, and I will return. I shall see you soon, X. Very soon. Very soon indeed. In my case, right after I edit this episode. In your case, tomorrow. Because I'm getting the Mega Man X here. I'm getting the Mega Man X episode every single day. That is the full end of Mega Man X, and we are going to continue with the Mega Man X Legacy Collection in Mega Man X2 next time. So thank you for watching, and I will see you there. If you enjoyed my video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. And if for whatever reason you want to talk to me, you can find me on Discord in a link in the description.